We sit down a lot. The average American sits for between 6 to 8 hours every single day. A lot of people find sitting to be quite uncomfortable or even painful. Luckily, the Alexander Technique offers a solution, which I'm going to share with you here. My name is Pete Robinson from movementandposture.com. I'm a qualified Alexander Technique teacher, and my goal is to help people take control of their own health and well-being by learning the Alexander Technique. I'll be releasing new videos each week, so please subscribe, ding the notification bell so you don't miss out. In this video, I'm going to explain why we have such a problem with sitting, and I'm going to give you some Alexander Technique tips to overcome those problems. I'm going to teach you how to sit in a way that works better for your body. You're going to use more balance and less muscle tension. By the end of the video, you'll have enough ideas to go away and start making some real changes to the way you sit. The problem with sitting is that we're not really designed to sit at all. Humans are designed to stand or to drop into a squat. The squat position is still used in traditional cultures all around the world. In modern society, though, we've given up the use of the deep squat position and used chairs instead. We've got to the point now where most people can't even get into a squat. Now, there's nothing wrong with sitting on chairs, and in fact they offer a lot of advantages over squatting. But we need to find a way of sitting in a chair that works for our body, that doesn't cause this tension and discomfort that most people feel. So the problems begin with the way that we get into the chair. As I mentioned before, humans are designed to stand or to go into a squat. To go into a squat, what we do is we release our knees forwards at the same time as our hips go backward. That way we're not compressing our legs and we're staying in balance through the whole way down into the movement. You can see that my back doesn't get twisted or distorted in any way as I move in and out of the squat. So if I was going to use that way of getting into a chair, then all I do is I go into a squat, so I release my knees forwards, my hips backwards, and I keep going down into a squat until I arrive on the chair. So that's very different from how most people get into a chair, which is they sort of throw themselves off balance and land in the chair and then get to work. So just by thinking about keeping your balance as you move down into the chair, you can arrive in a much better state to get yourself set up to work. So assuming you've made it into the chair without losing your balance, the next thing to work out is how do we actually sit in the chair. The main principle is that the weight of the head wants to be supported by the ground. So by that I mean that you want the head to be aligned over the support in the chair so that the weight can drop through the skeleton. If you habitually hold your head out of balance, then gravity's still pulling the head down and your muscles are going to have to stiffen up a lot to hold the head. This is one of the main reasons people get a lot of discomfort when they're sitting. Another thing that really helps with that is having the feet flat on the ground. Lots of people like to sit with their feet tucked underneath them or out in front of them, crossed legs, and there's nothing wrong with any of those, but if you actually pay attention to what it's doing to your back and your balance, you'll notice that having your legs off centre like that puts quite a lot of force into the pelvis and into the back. And again, it takes more stiffness and muscle tension to hold yourself upright. So, sitting nice and balanced on your sitting bones with your legs straight ahead and your feet flat on the floor gives you the best possible chance of sitting in a comfortable way. So, you've made it into the chair in good shape, you've found yourself a good position on the chair to sit, you've established that you're going to be in balance, allowing your weight to release into the chair, and that you're maintaining a dynamic alignment so that you're free to move in any direction. You're not going to fix yourself into a posture. The next thing I'd like you to consider is that if you're going to be working on something that's in front of you, for example a computer, that you don't get drawn into and down into that thing. So if you're going to be typing, for example, let your hands go out away from you so that it's possible for you to maintain your balance while you're doing something in front of you rather than getting dragged off of balance. Of course, as soon as you come off balance, the muscles start to have to stiffen to hold you up, you get fixed into a posture and all the problems come back. The next thing is consider taking breaks, especially if you're not used to sitting in this way, that you're going to find it quite tiring until the body gets used to it. So take little breaks every few minutes, just stand up, have a walk around, sit back down again. Over time, your body will get used to being back in balance again, and you'll find that you can sit for much longer periods of time. If you're finding that you're getting really stiff and achy when you're sitting, I also recommend that you try using the semi-supine position. I've made a video about that and I'll link to it here in the video. That will really help you to recover and refresh yourself if you're feeling a bit stiff and tired. If you have any questions at all about anything I've covered in this video, anything about the Alexander technique or posture and movement in general, then drop me a line via the comments section. Also, feel free to suggest any topics you'd like to cover. Otherwise, remember to subscribe, ding the notification bell, and I'll hopefully see you again on another one of these videos soon. Bye-bye.